In this video, we're going to be using Seaforth Heather and the Blackland Razors Blackbird. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And today, I'm very excited to be using the Seaforth Heather by Spearhead Shaving Company. I'm already tongue twisted. That's a bad sign. This, if you like this, Brut, this is, I think, a can't miss in terms of scent. It is fantastic. It is very, very reminiscent of the old Brut, which this is, and we'll show you the notes right there. But if you like Brut, I think you're going to like this phenomenal scent. Oh, so great. I would call it maybe a little brighter than Brut, but it's in that realm, and it's very, very good. In fact, I'm really excited because I think this is the first fragrance by Chantelone Luxe, or Luke, however you say that I've ever really loved. And so I'm excited about that because I don't like to dislike anything ever. And I've always sort of missed on their fragrances, but they made the fragrance for Seaforth or for Spearhead for this soap, and it is fantastic. So this is great. So great job, Chantelone Luke or Luxe, or however you say that. I don't know. The price on this is $21.99 for 4 ounces, and it is in the price realm on our cost chart there of $5.49 an ounce. But I'm going to tell you right now, this smells great, and I'm happy because I'll pay more for a great fragrance. And this one, I've been looking for that Brut soap that's just the absolute winner, and I think this is going to be it. It's got some great ingredients. We'll show you right there. It's got, let me look. What do we have here? I wrote down jojoba, lanolin, shea, some of the ingredients that I like. I've used Spearhead soaps in the past. I do like them. Today, we're also going to be using, for the first time, well, I actually used this razor years ago when it was in beta. Shane from Blackland sent me one to try. It is more refined now, and I did shine this one up like John shaves. He made a video where he was shining them up, so I figured, what the heck, I'll shine it up. So I took my Dremel and a polishing head, or buffing wheel really, and shined it up, and it does look great. So John, thanks for the inspiration. We're riding with a Gillette Silver Blue blade in it today for the first time, and I got this razor from Oive. Actually got I got a couple of Blackland razors from him for a great price. The retail on this is $185. It is 303 stainless, made in the United States. We'll show you the specs of the razor right there. I love that Blackland puts those specs all together that way. I wish other razor makers would do that as well. This is supposed to be fairly efficient. They call it a 7, I believe, on their chart. So, you know, we'll see how this goes today. I think I'll appreciate it. I remember using the beta version years ago, and I liked it. 24 hours of growth there, by the way. But I thought at the time it had some sort of sharp edges. Still liked it, but I just never revisited. So today we're doing that. And I think we've got a pretty nice lather here in our Captain's Choice bowl with the Spearhead. Actually, Seaforth Heather by Spearhead. I've had no problems using their soaps at all, and I think this is quite a nice lather, which, you know, didn't take a lot of effort to make. It's creamy, it's nice, and that's what I enjoy. And so today we expect to have an excellent experience. And again, that's my goal every single day. I tell you, folks, there's really no upside to ever airing criticism because you receive a lot of blowback from people who have emotional attachments to companies, but I'm never going to shy away from doing so. So, you know, that's just the way it is. If I had a bad experience, I show it. But today, I think we're going to have a great experience. And if we don't have a great experience, you'll see it. I air everything. Never with any intent to hurt anyone, of course. But, you know, I show you what happens, and that's the way I've always ran my channel, and I don't plan to change it. And there you have it. Okay. Woo-wee. What a great scent this is. I'm really, really digging the scent. Let's wipe off the hands there. And let's see how our first few strokes with the Blackbird goes. And yes, you can feel that blade right away. Brand new GSB, as we call it, Gillette Silver Blue. That feels great. Wow. And as best I could recall years ago when I tried this, I did enjoy it. But I think there was something about the edges that I don't think I was in love with, so I never really bought it. But when Oive had this for sale, along with the Vector, and by the way, one of the ways that he's always contributed, because he doesn't make videos himself, he's always tried to help a lot of the channels with their content, and by sending things and offering great prices on gear. And that's kind of the way he's always given back. And so thank you, Oive, Alex. Man, that's nice. Woo. I think you're right. In fact, Oive was the one who recommended this razor to me because I hadn't tried it for years. And he really thought it was a great razor that I might like. So thank you, Alex. I think you're right. I'm really appreciating this. And you do have some blade feel. And this is the rare occasion where I think Blackland on their chart said it was 7. I'm not... Usually, I think Blackland goes a little under, maybe, based on, just my preference. On their, they'll say it's a 5, and maybe I think it's a 5.5. This one, I think they might be right at 7, but I might actually call it maybe slightly less, maybe 6.5. It feels very smooth. And while I am getting blade feel, it doesn't feel threatening at all. And the scent of this soap is magnificent. And I must credit Chris Maiden from Another Cut Above, because he's the reason I bought this soap. And I bought this soap from the razor company. I bought this soap because he said it smelled like Brut. And he said, if you like Brut, you'll probably like this. And he was right. So thank you, Chris. I don't take flyers on the Chantilly Luxe scents because I have, by and large, not liked them. But boy, this one is fantastic. So had I not seen Chris's video, I might not have known that this is in the realm of Brut. And typically what happens with me with those scents by Mr. Marr is there'll be that one ingredient that just, it's close, but it has that one ingredient that sort of pushes it out of the realm of something I would like. Like the Watchman is an example. Off the sample, I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was one of the best aquatic scents I'd ever smelled. But then when I lathered it, I got this green, almost moss or algae-like sort of darkness that I did not like. And with the 88 Chestnut, the petitgrain, I think gave it some bitterness or a floral that I did not like. But this one is fantastic. So I am happy because, as I said before, I don't come on here with the intent on crapping on any brand or disliking things. I'm buying this stuff to enjoy it. Like, when you spend your money, you're not spending it so you can be negative on something, And boy, this one is just great. And this razor, I'm really liking it. So this, I can tell you right now, is a keeper. And I will compare this to the Dart, but going from memory of my shave with the Dart, this one, for me, seemed to be quite a bit smoother than the Dart. Or at least that's what I think it was. But we'll bring out the Dart again here when I get time and use it against the Blackbird and just see. The Dart is the offering that Blackland has, and it's around $100, and I picked up one on the cheap for less than 100, and I used it and I liked it, but it wasn't the smoothest of razors, but I liked it overall. This one I think is much smoother, or at least for me. Now keep in mind that our experiences with these products vary wildly sometimes. And you may think this is crazy aggressive. And I've said before, and I've been saying recently, since last year I took on using open blade, and that is straights and shavettes. The DE razors don't feel as menacing as they used to. So I think my personal meter on what is aggressive, if you want to use that term, is probably broken. I'm probably inclined more towards blade feel now, because I'm using open blade razors where that's all you get, blade feel. So once you get used to that, these won't feel as menacing, or at least that's what I believe. By the way, this is just plain water. I often get asked what's in this, just plain water. And this is called a continuous mister. I will link it below if you're interested. I want to mention Real Talk is on tonight. And so I hope you'll join me and David Gonzalez, where we talk about the issues of the day. And yes, we'll talk some about Gentleman's Nod and get into that. And I was happy to see that in David's video, that he made. He talked about me recommending Gentleman's Nod to people. So the idea that I was trying to crap on them or dissuade people from buying is just preposterous, because I was recommending and saying how much I loved it, and I didn't care that it was expensive. And you know me, I'm a price sensitive guy. And I did not care whatsoever to buy that Zaharoff original. It was fantastic. I love it. But the other one just didn't work well for me. And that was just my experience. And there was no malice there in the intent. I'll be honest, I haven't been crazy happy with the response in some ways from Gentleman's Nod. But, you know, we'll discuss that on Real Talk. Okay. Because we don't want to pollute this video with any negativity, because I am loving this. This is fun. All right, let's get our final pass here with the Blackland Blackbird. Phenomenal. I'm loving this razor. So thank you so much, Oive. I really appreciate it. I don't know why it took me so long to get around to trying this razor again. And again, it is pricey at $185, but it is stainless steel. It will last a lifetime if taken care of, and probably beyond your lifetime. And it just feels fantastic. I've got good blade feel there, which to me just provides the feedback. I know what I'm doing. I can hear when the razor's cutting. I can see it. I can feel it, more importantly. When we say blade feel, that feedback is you can just actively feel the blade sort of doing its work. And yeah, this razor today and this soap is just, for me, a perfect combination. The brush I didn't mention is the PAA Switchback 400. And I have an APShaveco 2-bed knot in there. And I think that's 28 millimeter, if I'm not mistaken. Very, very nice. And you could see I had no problems making a great lather with this Seaforth from Spearhead. Spearhead really, you know, they've made some great soaps. I love those budget offerings that they had, especially they're experimental, and I hope they'll continue with that. And based on this, I am definitely inclined to buy their Seaforth spiced as well, because the fragrance on this one is terrific. And so thank you very much for making this Spearhead. This is, again, it's not a straight copy. It's more of an inspired by. And to me, what it most closely resembles is Brut, in my opinion. And boy, I've enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. And I have really enjoyed the Blackbird. Great looking razor. I love the handle. This came with a really long handle, so I had to order another one. So if anybody has a short handle for a Blackbird and you want to buy a long one, hit me up, email me. Man, oh man, that was nice. Let me rinse, I'll come back and then we'll get into the post. Stay tuned. All right, and we're back with the Magic Made by Witches Thayer's Witch Hazel, and I'm going to tell you, that was just a phenomenal shave. The gear used today really allowed me to execute what I thought was a just flawless, fun, enjoyable shave, and that's really what we seek to do every single day. This was Thayer's Cucumber, by the way, but I didn't mention it. Off cam, I did use the PAA alum with dry dock. There was almost no stinging. So the Gillette Silver Blue blade in the Blackland Blackbird was marvelous for me. Smooth, quite efficient. Again, it is at least at that medium level, probably higher. Blackland, I believe, rates it at 7. But for me, it was super smooth, super nice. And this is a winner, definitely for me. There's no doubt about that. The soap, the Seaforth Heather by Spearhead, tremendous, great soap. I have no buyer's remorse. Again, it's pricey, but for me, it's worth it. I loved it. Big thumbs up on that. Of course, we had our PAA Switchback 400 with APShaveco knot and our Captain's Choice bowl, which are always great. And we're going to finish off today with good old Brut. And I've just decanted it out of the plastic into a hot sauce bottle. And I'm often asked about the bottles. I'll link them below for you. A lot of people feel that putting them in glass sort of makes the scent better because you don't have the plastic sort of scent leaching into the fragrance of the Brut. And Brut is just an old classic and it's great. And it's a perfect way to close out the shave today. I will be picking up the Splash for this because this fragrance is phenomenal. To me, it's a little brighter and it's got a little more zip than Classic Brut, but I love the Classic Brut. So, you know, it was just a win for me all around today. Thanks so much for joining me. Don't forget, tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, Real Talk. Be there or be nowhere. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, and as always, God bless.